Imagine your country slowly disappearing underwater, not in a movie, but in real life. For millions, the ground beneath their feet is being claimed by the relentless ocean. This is not a hypothetical, it's happening now. We'll journey to the world's most vulnerable nations, where people fight to survive as their homelands vanish. A stark warning for us all. This is the Maldives, the world's lowest country, just 1.5 meters above sea level. Over 1,000 coral islands, built by living reefs, are now threatened by rising tides. The sea, once a source of life and culture, is now a threat, flooding homes, poisoning water and eroding land. Palm trees topple as coastlines vanish. Seawalls rise in a desperate attempt to hold back the ocean. The government is fighting for survival, exploring artificial islands, and even the possibility of relocating the entire population. Maldivians are not passive victims, they're raising their voices globally, demanding climate action. The loss of the Maldives would erase a unique culture and history, not just a place on the map. Their struggle is a warning: what happens here could happen elsewhere. This is Tuvalu, 9 tiny atolls in the Pacific, already losing land to the sea. King tides now flood homes and roads, not just from above, but bubbling up from beneath the ground. Salt water contaminates drinking water and destroys crops, threatening food security. Erosion eats away at the land. Graveyards and homes are washed away. Tuvaluans adapt, raising homes, planting mangroves, and pleading their case on the world stage. The government is even creating a digital twin of Tuvalu, preserving its identity in the metaverse if the islands disappear. Tuvalu could become the first nation lost entirely to climate change. Kiribati, 33 coral atolls spread across the Pacific, most just meters above sea level. On Tarawa, the main atoll, people are squeezed between ocean and lagoon, with nowhere to retreat. Storm surges and erosion force families to move. Salt water contaminates the few freshwater sources. The government's migration with dignity policy prepares citizens for life abroad if relocation becomes necessary. Kiribati even bought land in Fiji as a potential refuge. Their carbon footprint is tiny, yet they face losing everything to a crisis they didn't cause. Their story is a moral challenge to the world. Will we act before it's too late? The Marshall Islands, coral atolls with a history marked by nuclear testing, now face a new threat: rising seas. King tides flood the capital, Majuro, and even the airport runway. Saltwater intrusion ruins crops and contaminates scarce freshwater, forcing reliance on expensive imports. Rising seas threaten to breach nuclear waste sites, compounding the danger. The Marshallese build seawalls, restore mangroves, and fight for justice on the global stage. Their survival is a fight for culture, history, and a homeland already scarred by past injustice. Losing these islands would be a tragedy for all humanity. The fate of the Maldives, Tuvalu, Kiribati, and the Marshall Islands is not sealed, but the tide is rising. These nations are the world's warning. Act now, or face the consequences everywhere. Saving them means tackling climate change at its root, cutting fossil fuels, restoring ecosystems, and supporting those on the front lines. The question isn't whether we can save them, but whether we will. Do you think these countries can be saved? Subscribe to NeoFactX for more real-world facts.